Okay, so in the next topic, we're going to talk about dealing with loss. Um, you know, it is a very touchy subject. Obviously, if you take part in sports, you are going to compete, and there will always be a winning side, and then there will always be a losing side, regardless of what you do. And I mean, it's very easy to say, when you lose, stay calm and don't let it beat you up too much because it does make you upset, it does beat you down. It takes a lot of your confidence away from you, and being able to get from that back up from that, it takes a great deal of energy and effort to try and come up from dealing with a loss. Also depends on the severity of the loss. If you manage to just slip away slightly and you lost the game, I can accept that. I can take it on the chin. You can walk away from it. But if you come across and you know that you've lost and that the way that you've played um, could have been much better, then yes, it's going to be a lot more. It's going to be a lot harder to deal with. So there's not really a set principles that you can follow because everyone deals with loss in a very different manner. Because there's a lot of things in play. There's confidence in play. There's ego. There's the ability to play, the techniques. So some students I've noticed they take a loss, they walk away from it, and they carry on. Some students end up wanting to give up, and that's a very big concern. I mean, if I go back into my history, I will be honest, there were many times that I could have actually given up on cricket by how I've played badly, I've made mistakes. There were many. And that's the thing about cricket. There's a lot of areas that you can make mistakes. Not that any sports is easy, but I know with cricket there's a lot of chances of failure. There's a lot. Doesn't matter how good you are, doesn't matter how well prepared you are for a game, chances of failing is a lot higher than what you expect. So if you end up losing a game, taking it from there, you need to try and cut yourself off from cricket. Stop thinking about it. Stop thinking about the loss. Stop thinking about what it is that you did wrong. Because the more time you invest in thinking on it, the more that idea and that thought will grow in your mind and it will just get worse. So you need to cut yourself off. If there's something else that you like to do, if you like painting, if you like listening to music, if you like watching a movie or whatever that you can to just get your mind off from cricket and get you distracted. That's going to be a really good method to try. What I normally do is I listen to music, or I just jump into my garden and I start doing gardening. It's a very good way to just get distracted. It's a very good way to get your mind off of it so that you don't um, it doesn't eat you up too much, if I can put it like that. I do understand that a lot of our students play at various levels of cricket. We have high school boys, we have primary school boys, boys playing provincial cricket, boys playing club cricket, school cricket. So there are a lot of different variations of leagues that our students are playing in. And so obviously high levels of cricket, if you make mistakes there, it can become a little bit of a harder hit than what it would be if you play in a school level match or something like that. So it's just about the differences of intensity and professionalism. Um, like I said, get yourself distracted. If you made a mistake, try and identify on that mistake. Try and isolate yourself from what it is that people are telling you that you did wrong, and try and go focus on what you know you did wrong. So if you know that you have a problem with anxiety, try work on drills and skills to improve on your anxiety levels. You need to try and cope with pressure. You need to try and take on that pressure and convert it into positive energy. If you are going to take pressure and stress and you convert it to negative energy, that's going to, affect your performance. But if you went out, a simple technique mistake that you made, let's say you hit the ball up into the air, or you got bowled on a certain type of delivery, or um, you bowled too many wides in an over that just gave too many runs away to the other team, or you dropped a catch, or something, anything that you did wrong technique wise, then work on it. That's the simplest way that I can put it to you. You need to try and identify that mistake that you've made and go and improve on it. If you can't catch a ball, throw balls up into the air. If you go to coaching, ask the coach to give you some tools on catching and how to improve and how to position your body when you're catching the ball. If you're bowling too many wides, what it is that you need to do to improve on not bowling too many wides. If you are not scoring any runs, what is it that you need to do to get you to start scoring runs in the game? So there are many areas that you can make mistakes on, many. So that's the thing about cricket, is that you're not just an individual player playing in a certain position. Like you all round, you on the field, you fielding, or you batting, you keeping, or you bowling. So there's a lot of things that you can. There's a lot of roles that you're going to have to take up on as a player. So again, forgetting about it. I remember I used to be quite beaten up on playing, and whenever I lose, I'd be very upset. It would take me down to a level where I really hate being, and I'd started talking to a very good player about what it is that he does. Why does it always look like he's always so confident? Why is it always that it seems like he doesn't get affected by making mistakes? And it all just comes down to, it's just a game. You're taking part in the game, and you just need to take it on the chin and walk from it. Take it on the chin, move away. Don't focus too much on it. It's a game. It's a simple game. You take part in it, you enjoy playing it. And if you start putting too much expectations on yourself, too many expectations, like if you expect yourself to score a lot of runs, if you expect yourself to take a lot of wickets, or if you expect yourself to win, or you expect yourself to be the best player in the team and you're not, you're setting up severe levels of disappointment for yourself. But if you just go out and play, you set yourself up. If you're batting first, batting first. If you're bowling first, you're bowling first. If you miss a fielding attempt, you miss the fielding attempt. Next ball will come. It's just a game. You remember, you have a lot of years left of you, a lot of opportunities for you to play cricket to improve on. You're going to have great games and you're going to have bad games. Doesn't matter how prepared you are. You can think that one day you're going to do badly and then it turns out to be the best innings of your career. Or you can expect yourself to do great and it's going to be your worst innings of your career. So that's just one thing about anything in life, basically. If you set up too much expectations for yourself, the level of disappointment, it varies between players. So like I said, distract yourself, get your mind off of it, focus on focus on the things that you've done wrong, and work on improving it. So that's it for this video. I'm hoping that a lot of things that I said here will help you cope with loss. And yeah, I don't think there's a lot of reason to talk about winning besides the fact that you just need to stay balanced. Like if you consistently winning, or if you're doing very well the whole time, just keep it at the back of your mind that there will come a day that you are going to make a mistake, and what is it that you're going to do to get back from that mistake.